was the craziest time of my life. And I do look back and I'm actually trying to give myself some grace. I'm frustrated with some things that I didn't do quickly enough. I think we beat ourselves up when we fail. And I think when you get a divorce, it's a failure in some ways. I was married for 20 years, almost to the day. Together for 27 years, from 20 to 47. I met my ex-husband in college and first boyfriend,
Wow.
But look what came of those. There were the majority of beautiful years. And I have 3 awesome kids from that. But I think when it fails, and as a Catholic, and you have Catholic guilt, Jewish guilt, black guilt, white guilt. Oh, only half black guilt.
Yeah.
I've all of it. And I just had to forgive myself. And I mean, from a spiritual aspect, I thought God was going to be really mad at me.
All right, Sage Steele. First off, your past intros. Your past, there's nothing, what am I possibly going to say about you at this point that
Nothing,
people don't know?
because we're actual friends now.
We are
no one.
Literal actual friends. As everyone knows, I'm off the grid right now. So let's be very clear. This is the end of July as we're taping this, but it is August. I'm gone, no phone. I have no idea what's going on. You were gracious enough to bring me back last year, which was so great. Which was, of all the years that I've done it, I think it was the most sort of impactful and spiritual, and the story about the birds and all that stuff.
Right.
So I am MIA right now, but we're doing a little bit of, you have to stay in front of the algorithm.
Yes.
So I thought, who can we talk to that we can talk about some other stuff during August that's not so political and everything else. And we're sitting in here with my whole crew right now, and one of your daughters is here. And they're using all their young language.
Yeah.
And they're telling us all about the TikTok and all of this stuff. And
So
we're of a certain age. We both, I just realized, also have our glasses on the table. What's happening to us, Sage?
It's over.
What is happening here?
It's over. Although it's been over for me longer than you. Because
What do you have? You have 2 years on me or something? You got
52.
I'll
be 53 this year. I know.
All right, you got 3
Next
years,
year.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, blowout.
For the big 5-0.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope that David is planning this now.
I believe that me and my 2 best childhood friends are going to do a week in Vegas. I think I'm just going to foot the bill.
That sounds awful.
But I feel like we have to do something like that. I don't even really gamble. But we'll go to the Sphere, we'll eat some steak, we'll drink some tequila.
The food there to me is so underrated. I think it's incredible. That'll be fun. Yeah. But it just seems very cliche, and that's not who you are.
Well, because I do like the beach thing all the time. I do enough of that. So what else can I do?
First of all, I just want
you're a woman of the finer things in life.
Obviously. Someone needs to be following you around the entire time.
Oh, that I'm in Vegas?
You are in Vegas.
Whatever that even means, I'm so past all that.
No. First of all, there just needs to be a bash here in Miami that you aren't hosting, that you aren't doing any work for.
Oh, that's just because you didn't come to the last Dave Rubin birthday bash.
I was in Costa Rica. Yeah. Ask her. I actually had a good excuse. Why don't you ask me before you plan your birthdays? You should be asking me first.
My whole schedule should be based around your life.
Basically, yes. So a big party here, please, next year for 5-0. In addition to your Vegas escapades.
Did life change for you at 50? Well, you had a lot going on. I mean, work-wise, personal-wise. You've had quite a, let's say, 5-year operation happening.
Have.
Yeah.
47 and 52 has been memorable.
Yeah.
And some things I'd like to forget, but actually, no, it's part of the journey, right? Again, cliche, when people say, oh, at 50, it's the best decade. Don't they say that about every decade? 30s are your best. Some started in your 20s. 40s, it's all in your 40s. 50s, so far, so good, because I don't care anymore.
Mm-hmm.
I think you got there a lot longer ago than I did.
I don't know about that, but I can see that in the 50s. I can really see that.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was longer or not.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like just in general for what you're doing and to give your thoughts and opinion every single day, at some point you have to block out the crap and the noise, and you take some of it and maybe learn from it. But overall, you're like, okay, if they hate me, it's their loss. It's fine. I got there more recently, and now that I'm 2 years in, it is beautiful. It's such a relief. And I think, God, all those years wasted worrying about pleasing everybody else. So I love it. And I mean, professionally, it's something you've been a huge part of and such a great help to me to just keep taking those steps and not be afraid of it when you've been controlled by a machine for 30 years with network television. And you know this. I've said it many times. I wouldn't change any of it. I'm so grateful for all of it. But now to try it on my own and be able to say, hey, Dave said, come on down, hour or so drive from where I live in Fort Lauderdale. On a Thursday, yeah, I'll be right there. Like, I don't have to ask permission.
Yeah.
I can just go do what I want. And who knew there was that freedom, which I do think comes with age and wisdom and experience.
This month, Tax Network USA is celebrating American Pride Month with 10% off all services honoring freedom, resilience, and financial independence. If you missed the April 15th deadline or you have back taxes, don't wait. The IRS is ramping up enforcement fast. Penalties can hit 5% per month. The good news, Tax Network USA can help. Whether you're self-employed, run a business, or your finances are a mess, their experts know how to get results. Consultations are free, and acting now could save you from wage garnishments or bank levies down the road. Call 1-800-958-1000 or visit tnusa.com/Dave to get started. Take advantage of this month's sale for 10% off. Well, you also do live in the free state of Florida now, so this is Freedom Central. But people know the sort of the public side of all of this and leaving ESPN and the COVID stuff and canceling and all that. But in the midst of this, you were also getting a divorce.
Yeah.
You were also living on your own for the first time in, I assume, plus 20 plus years, right?
Oh, yeah.
And all that, and moving down here and everything else. And I've seen, one of your daughters is here. I've seen the relationship that you've managed with your girls and everything else. And when I come back from the grid, I have to take a trip within 2 days of coming back because on September 3rd is your... Ish.
That week.
Ish.
Yes.
Maybe I got it wrong slightly. But ish, first week of September-ish, is your wedding to, of course, Dave.
Another Dave. Yeah. I love Daves in my life, you guys.
So that's a lot of stuff to happen in a short period.
It's a lot.
What did you make of those two things happening at once? I mean, basically going through the personal side, divorce, and all that, and the career stuff. I mean, that's a lot of stuff to just be up in the air.
It was the craziest time of my life. And I do look back and I'm actually trying to give myself some grace. I'm frustrated with some things that I didn't do quickly enough. I think we beat ourselves up when we fail. And I think when you get a divorce, it's a failure in some ways. I was married for 20 years, almost to the day. Together for 27 years, from 20 to 47. I met my ex-husband in college and first boyfriend,
Wow.
But look what came of those. There were the majority of beautiful years. And I have 3 awesome kids from that. But I think when it fails, and as a Catholic, and you have Catholic guilt, Jewish guilt, black guilt, white guilt, only half black guilt, I've all of it. And I just had to forgive myself. And I mean, from a spiritual aspect, I thought God was going to be really mad at me. I talked to my priest. And it was very helpful in saying, okay, have you prayed about this? What has been your process to get to this point? And then afterwards. And then, by the way, when you have 3 kids, and at the time they were all in high school, trying to make life as good as possible for them. And then to co-parent, which we did well, especially at the beginning, we did really well when they were younger.
Mm-hmm.
I look back on that time in the fear, because then you have to go to work and support everybody, right? Yeah. So I remember, you get a difficult text message or a conversation with an attorney, sometimes in commercial breaks, then you're back on, that light comes on, and whatever's going on in your personal life has to go in the back. Everybody does that every single day. When you go into work, everybody's got something.
Did it ever bleed? Do you have one moment where it bled into it? Actually on television?
Not on television. Not on television. I think, COVID happened at the same time. It was literally 3 months after my divorce, COVID hit. It was insane. And living in the Northeast, not in the free state of Florida, completely shut down. And winter at the time, awful. I actually believe that from that moment on, the beginning of those personal difficulties, through COVID, through suspension and cancellation and a lawsuit for the last 16 months of my time at ESPN that was public against the company for which I was still working, I did my best work. Yeah. I just learned to become a master compartmentalizer. Is that the word?
It sounded like a word.
I know how to compartmentalize really well now, which cannot always be good. That can be a bad thing, I think, if you just put stuff away in your personal life and even professionally too. I will say this. I hadn't given up on love or finding someone, but I had stopped thinking about it. And I never knew how to date, Dave. Like I married my first boyfriend. Like I never knew. So at one point, my kids used to mock me. They're like, "You're the only single one out of all of us, Mom." And then one time, I only dated one guy kind of seriously during those 5 years that I was single.
Yeah.
And Quinn, my oldest, one time she saw me texting him back, and she's like, "Is that what you're sending? Do not push send on that, Mom. Give me that. This is what you need to say." And then she's like, "Now, wait half an hour. Don't send it yet." Like there's strategy.
Yada, yada, yada. That's not the guy you're marrying.
Hell no. Yeah. But like, I didn't know what I was doing, and maybe my kids were like laughing at me and mocking. Again, I wouldn't change it. And now to have met someone who went through something similar, he has 2 kids and my 3.
So you guys are like the modern Brady Bunch.
Kind of, yeah. And I'm so grateful, but I know, and sometimes I think, man, I wish I'd met him earlier. I wish we could have had children together. They would have been really tall, athletic, curly hair, like all the. And
I've met your kids. You're doing okay.
They're phenomenal. Yeah. Yes. But like to continue, I'm like, well, we're all dried up, babe. There is nothing left in here at this age, menopause fully in it. Like, no, it wouldn't have worked. Just like you with David, right? Yeah. It takes every step of that sometimes painful journey to get to that day and that moment where I happened to be in Nashville, Tennessee, at a charity for veterans, because I'm a daughter of a vet and he is a vet and the son of a vet. Happened to be there that one day on a Tuesday that if I hadn't stood up to ESPN and Disney, I would have been in Connecticut doing SportsCenter, not at this event where I met the love of my life.
If you're tired of the mainstream media circus and want more honest conversations, go check out our media playlist. And if you want to watch full interviews on a wide variety of topics, watch our full episode playlist all right over here. And to get notified of all future videos, be sure to subscribe and click the notification bell.